She was America's sweetheart, the perfect wife, the ideal mother. Donna Reed represented everything wholesome about Hollywood's golden age. But there was one man she utterly despised, Stewart Granger. For decades, the reason remained buried in studio vaults. But now, the truth has finally emerged, and it's far more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. Donna Reed, the very name evokes warmth, grace, and integrity. From her Oscar-winning performance From Here to Eternity to her beloved television series, she embodied decency in an industry not always known for it. She was the woman America invited into their living rooms every week, trusted, adored, respected. Stewart Granger seemed equally perfect. With his chiseled jaw, commanding presence, and unmistakable British sophistication, he was MGM's golden boy. The studio paired them together, expecting magic. What they got was something else entirely. The stories began leaking from the set almost immediately. Donna Reed, known for her professionalism and kindness to every crew member, would tense visibly whenever Granger approached. Her trademark smile would vanish. Cast members noticed. Crew members whispered. Something was very, very wrong. From day one of production, the atmosphere was poisonous. Those who worked with Donna described her as gracious, prepared, and collaborative. But with Granger on set, she became guarded, withdrawn, almost brittle. Stewart Granger had earned a reputation in Hollywood that studio publicists worked overtime to hide. Difficult was the polite term. Behind closed doors, the truth was darker. He was known for his explosive temper, his need to dominate not just scenes, but people, his sense of absolute entitlement. But with Donna Reed, it escalated into something more sinister. He would deliberately undermine her performances, offering unsolicited direction that contradicted what the actual director had given her. He'd blow takes intentionally, forcing Donna to repeat emotionally exhausting scenes over and over again. When she'd deliver a perfect performance in one take, he'd suddenly have a problem, demanding another, and another, and another. Donna Reed, the consummate professional, endured it with quiet dignity. She had to. In 1950s Hollywood, leading men held all the power. Studios protected their male stars at any cost. A woman who complained was labeled hysterical, difficult, unprofessional, career-killing words. So Donna stayed silent, but her eyes told a different story. What happened next is what made Donna Reed's hatred so profound, so justified, so lasting. Those present on the set, makeup artists who'd worked with Donna for years, assistant directors, script supervisors, witnessed behavior that made them deeply uncomfortable. Granger had a pattern during romantic scenes. He would invade Donna's personal space far beyond what was scripted or necessary. His hands would wander during embrace scenes. His comments between takes were inappropriate, loaded with innuendo. When Donna objected, and she did object, politely but firmly, Granger would laugh it off. "Just method acting, darling." The crew would look away, embarrassed for her. The director would nervously adjust his glasses, and Granger would flash that charming smile he reserved for fan magazines. During a closed set with minimal crew, Granger crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed. The exact details remain sealed in studio legal files for decades, protected by settlements and non-disclosure agreements. But Donna Reed's reaction was immediate and unequivocal. She walked off the set mid-scene and refused to return while he was there. Production ground to a halt. MGM panicked. They were losing thousands by the hour, but Donna Reed, America's sweetheart, the woman who never caused trouble, stood absolutely firm. She would not be in a room alone with Stewart Granger again. And for the first time, a leading lady's no actually meant something. The studio scrambled. High-powered lawyers were summoned. Emergency contracts were drafted with protections that had never existed before in Hollywood. A 3-hour closed-door meeting took place. When Donna emerged, her expression was set like marble. She would finish the picture, but never alone with Granger again. A studio representative would be present for every single scene they shared. The remainder of filming happened under an atmosphere of Arctic tension. At the premiere, they stood together for photographers, smiled professionally, and didn't exchange a single word. In interviews, Donna praised the director, the cinematographer, the supporting cast, everyone except Stewart Granger. She simply acted as if he didn't exist. They never worked together again. Donna made certain of that. Years later, after she'd left her television series, after she'd become an activist for women's rights and nuclear disarmament, Donna Reed spoke more openly about the culture of harassment in Hollywood. She didn't name Granger specifically. She didn't have to. Those who knew, knew. She talked about a system designed to protect predatory men, about how women were expected to accept harassment as the cost of their careers, about the institutional complicity that enabled abuse. Her advocacy work took on new meaning when people understood she wasn't speaking theoretically. She was speaking from experience. Donna Reed made it her mission to warn younger actresses, to protect them from men like Stewart Granger. She used her influence quietly but powerfully to ensure that women in the industry had protections she'd had to fight for. Today we understand that Donna Reed's hatred of Stewart Granger wasn't a personality conflict or a professional disagreement. It was the righteous anger of a woman who refused to be victimized, who stood up when standing up could destroy a career, who used her voice to protect others. She didn't hate Stewart Granger the actor. She hated what he represented, a system that enabled, protected, and rewarded men who abused their power while silencing the women they harmed. Now we know the reason why Donna Reed hated Stewart Granger. And now we understand. Her hatred was never the problem. It was everything that caused it.